Hola, hello, ciao, oh grazie. Thank you. Italiano è molto facile e divertente. Io non tengo auto, signorina. This is as best as my Italian gets, so excuse me for making the presentation in English. We're all Latin, but, I think you will understand better if I go for English. Tutto va bene? Grazie alle organizzazioni, festivale, bello. Actually, the art direction, it's lovely. Is there someone here related to the guys who made it? No? Someone knows the studio? Well, it's awesome. So, let's start. Honest&Smile, we're a things agency. So, from blah, blah, blah to do. Basically, 5 years ago, I founded the things agency, so the whole presentation, I have my back, because I have some things here. And basically, I'm going to explain you through the things, how it has all been working. There has been some sunshine, also some suffering, of course. Are there any entrepreneurs here? Entrepreneurs? No? No one? Where do you work? Mainly big agencies, small agencies? See? Hello? See? Okay, well, see. Va bene. So I have an analog keynote, my notes. So we'll just try to follow them a little bit. So let's start. What I have here, the first object is, here it is, an old mobile phone. You remember the Motorola? Pronto? Okay, 7 years ago, I was in Barcelona with this mobile phone in my pocket. I was late to the agency. It was like 9:30. And then suddenly, it was my birthday. And then suddenly, bam, I get this SMS. I stopped the bike because I was very anxious because at that time I was expecting an SMS from a girl. Well, there was a whole story. And then I open it, like, is it she, Oh, it's early. Well, and no, it was my bank. And they were saying, felicidades, Ignasi. Hoy es tu cumpleaños. And I was so angry. Like, fuck. They've been spamming me each month, like, don't you want to bring more money to our bank? And suddenly someone got the data that it's my birthday, and they just spam me on the SMS. Fuck, I was very angry. So I went home at night. I had a glass of wine, and I started writing an article. Do I speak too fast, or you hear me well? It's fine. Good. Thank you. So I was very angry, and I wrote this article like La nueva teoría de la publicidad sincera, like the new advertising theory, where basically I was saying, okay, it's enough with blah, 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 and come on, we cannot spend the best creative years of our lives just making makeup solutions, It's disgusting. It's not so nice. So I dreamt about a concept that could help an agency to add more value to the world. And there it is. I went to bed. I kept on working on an agency, but 2 years later, Honest&Smile was born. So I think here is somehow where it all started. So let's go with what happened next after the SMS. Okay, this is a very nice moment for me because I'm going to introduce you someone very important for our agency. Because when you build an agency and you have no clients, what do you need? A new business director. But new business director, it's very hard being. Is there any new business director here? No? Sure. Okay, it's terrible. It's the guy that calls and no one wants to get a phone call from him. So we said, okay, let's get a different new business director. So we hired a dinosaur. So ladies and gentlemen, this is Albert Honest, please. A big Albert, okay? He is, this is true, okay? He has a LinkedIn account. You can find him, Albert Honest. And we made a testing. We sent 10 emails to 10 marketing directors from Ignasi Giró, from Bernard, my partner, and from Albert Honest. And he got a better ratio of response. So you're a marketing director. You get an email from a dinosaur. Good. I'm gonna talk to him. So, well, don't ask me how, but we managed to get some clients and some projects, and we started experimenting a little bit. So the next product is the next thing, some sunglasses and some USB. Okay, let's see if I can find the USB, because this is the smallest one. Here it is. Aquí está. Okay. What's this? A USB. Yes and no. It's a bottle of message. I mean, it's something that contains digital messages inside. So we talked with Big Graphic Europe that they also make USBs, and we proposed them an experiment. We made 500 USBs like this, and we fulfilled them with digital presents. It was Christmas. And then we just spread them around Barcelona and Madrid. And people were like, wow, what's going on here? It was a bit messy. I mean, we completely lost control of the USBs. We had news of some USBs appearing in Chile, okay? And 6 months later, we sent this video. Okay, now we're going to recover all the USBs and see what people has left. And do you want to know how many USBs did we recover? 0. Okay, 0. I mean, nothing. But it was very nice, because we started experimenting with the Things Agency concept. And the sunglasses are because we are kind of heavy Facebook and Twitter users, right? And it was summer, and suddenly, what happens in summer? It happens that people start getting very annoying, posting amazing pictures from lovely vacation places, right? We've all been there. You're in Madrid, in Milano, Roma, working, and suddenly, ping, oh, having fun in Ibiza. It's like, oh, come on, stop it. So we said, okay, we have the solution. We created the Super Summer Generator, which was a Facebook app, of course, that you could select the most amazing summer you can dream of. Okay, like Paradise Island in wherever, Manhattan with Woody Allen, of course, staying at his place. And then there were some specific pictures and some very neutral copywriting that was a little bit humoristic, but not too humoristic, so that people could believe it was true. And you could select your destiny, activate it, and then, bam, it started launching fake messages from your own on your Facebook timeline. So that was, of course, it crashed. I mean, we started getting it with friends and with some people. We raised like 1,000 users, and Facebook completely stopped it. It was everyone was liking, well, are you in New York? But no, come on, I'm in Barcelona working, but I just have the Super Summer. And finally, we sold the application to a travel company, and it was the USB Super Summer. It was a bit like our first attempts to saying, okay, there is a new way to make advertising, because finally they were somehow adding value, but in more deep layers maybe than just saying, hey, I can take you to this amazing island. So that was a bit the beginning. But I wanted to get more into things, things that one can touch. I mean, this is something I can touch. Motorola, by the way. Nice brand. And then one summer I went to Paris. This is a bit personal. And the love box arrived. I have a love box here. So what I'm going to do, has anybody seen something of the love box? Yeah? Thank you. Cool. You're not part of my family, right? No? Okay. There are my parents here, actually. They happened to came to Milan. And it's so not guru style, Suddenly they invite you and your parents show up. But it's fine. They are very nice people. So I'm very happy. So this is the love box. I'm going to put you the video that explains the product, and I will earn some time to get ready. And afterwards, you're going to touch it.
Recording?
It's recording already, yeah.
Cool.
¿Quieres la love box?
No, quiero ver el sistema cómo funciona esto.
So I can go with both cameras.
That's great.
Here we have Laura and Hannah. This girl, she has such a lovely laugh. She's called Annette, a lovely German girl. Okay, so that was the love box. And I have a love box here. So I'm going to show it to you a little bit. This is the world's first handmade video mixer for iPhone. Some people say, okay, it's just a piece of wood with a mirror. But it's amazing because a mirror is like a high-quality, duplicating images device. I mean, it's right. So, thank you. So you see, I'm going to record you now. So you're on my iPhone. You can see something a little bit. No? Yeah? And then suddenly, with the digital technology, of course, finger gets in, and now there is me here. Hola. Bueno. Okay. So I'm going to leave it here so you can play with it a little bit, and you can touch it. So, lady, mister, the love box. But please listen to me a little bit, okay? Don't lose all the attention with the thing. Okay, so that was the love box. So what happened then? Okay, this is the video. Okay, the story is that I wanted to solve a problem. I was recording a documentary about love in Paris, and I wanted to mix conversation with both persons at the same time, okay? So, of course, the love box solved this problem. And then it became a product. And it's a product that, what happened? We made 100 limited edition of this product, of this handmade video mixer. And then we launched it worldwide. And we expected that was going to become a good communication campaign or a things agency. So what happened was pretty amazing. I mean, I really hate this kind of slides like, hey, I've been in Wired, you know. But that was my first time in Wired, so I really rather put it on a slide. But it was really pretty out of control. And but what is interesting here is it's not whether some journalists or not talked about it. It's the fact that the love box was there because it's not a product. I call it a brand duct. It's a product that tells the story of a brand. Okay. Because I believe that brands tend to need this kind of products. So that's why they were still talking about this, and that's why it was a good communication campaign for Honest&Smile, because it was a metaphor. It was a three-dimensional metaphor of surprise, sense of humor, manual, digital, creativity, etc. So that was the story of the love box, our very first thing. And then after that, of course, we said, okay, it's cool, you know, the things agency thing. We're not earning lots of money, but okay, we're on Wired. So let's try to get the brand here. Now, which brand should we call? And then it happened what I've noted down here, like the LinkedIn attack to Moleskine. Because I'm very fan of Moleskine. Of course, we're in Milano. You all know it. I don't know if someone could make it from Moleskine. Yes? No? Okay. Thank you. No. And we called them. I sent like 6 emails to different people from Moleskine, and after 4 days there were no answers, and then I sent another one, and then one very nice guy, I think it was Giovanni, he answered back, ciao Ignasi, siamo Moleskine. We like the love box, but please stop sending more messages, you know, we all have seen it. And then we arranged a meeting, and they loved it. And they started sending Moleskine notebooks so that we could hack them to build a kind of love box inside an abracadabra. And then is when, ladies and gentlemen, the next thing arrived, which is called abracadabra, and which we presented as the world's first, of course, it's a bit, I know. But it's a Moleskine notebook, but it's also an analog application for iPhone. So I have here an abracadabra with some analog Instagram filters, you see? It's very simple, I know, but it really works very well visually. You can make things that you cannot do with the digital hack. So here is the abracadabra, the very nice one. To make it a bit faster, I'm going to show you the film, and afterwards we'll keep on talking. This is it, the abracadabra. Thank you very much. Thank you. I feel very comfortable with you. Thank you. I also have to thank you, Katia, Nichita, and Giovanni from Moleskine and their lovely unit, because without their help, of course, nothing of this would have been possible. So what happened? Okay, again, we launched the abracadabra, and we sent it. We made some booth with Moleskine, and in terms of PR, it went pretty well. It went in TechCrunch. Something that I was very, very happy is that we got an interview with some people from Fast Company. And to me, that I've always been like a fan of their contents. It's like you keep on seeing projects there, and you're like, wow, oh, mira esto, oh. And then suddenly one day you're there, oh, la abracadabra, no? And it really made us smile a lot. And then at that time, actually, during those months, you would go to Google and you would type Moleskine analog, and the first hits that would appear were related to the abracadabra. You know how powerful Moleskine as a brand is. Imagine all the things that Moleskine has done, and suddenly this little hacked notebook was there, earning like 10,000 more media exposure than many advertising campaigns that we may have done. Now, why does this happen? And again, it's because a product is not a product. We tend to think that a product, an iPod, for instance, is defined by its features, by what it can do. Okay, an iPod might be an MP3 music player. I think that's wrong. A product is a story. A product is something that tells you a story. And how close you feel towards this story makes the difference between the products that you want to buy or the products that you don't want to buy. So an iPod is not an MP3 movie player. An iPod was told to us as a revolution. You remember, it was a revolution against the music industry. And you had 1,000 songs in your pocket. And actually there were these white ears so that everyone could see in the subway who was in our side. And that was not a design decision. That was a strategic decision of Apple. Google is not a search engine. Google was the first one who said, kill the directory. Okay? I'm feeling lucky. I'm going to write down 4 words and I'm going to find what I want. This is bold. This is powerful. And actually, if you look at the powerful brands in the world, the more deep, the more powerful is the story they are telling us through their product, the less they invest in our business. So we have a problem. Actually, Coke is one of the brands that more invests in advertising. And what's their product? So I think this obliges us to make a deep reflection about how many value we're selling. So that was the abracadabra. We were happy. And then something more personal even happened. And it's a bit like I fell in love with something. These are some drafts of the next product that I'm going to tell you. It's lovely. Drawing something. When you have been all your life making campaigns or audiovisual contents, suddenly realizing that you can draw a draft of a product, of an idea, and then build it, prototype it, and when they have it in your hands and share it with the rest of the world, you completely fall in love with that. So I had to continue. I couldn't stop. And I fell in love with an idea of a constant, a product that means a constant in a world of variables, in a world where you don't know if in 1 year you will be working here or there, or you will have your girlfriend, or you will have changed, or you will have changed sex. I mean, the world changes so much. Well, I'm not thinking about changing sex, but it's really very uncertain world. So I fell in love with this idea, and it's called the Timeless Box. Okay, and I'm gonna show you the film because unfortunately I could not bring the box because we are working on the production. But I hope that the film explains, of course, the story better. Timeless box. Now I'm going to press.
We are alive. We move through space and through time. But sometimes we can't be where and when we'd like to be. And we miss something special. We can't make you time travel, but we've created something that somehow does the trick. The timeless box. Time travel for gifts in a box. You put your gift inside, set the days it should remain there, close it, lock it, and give it. And then they wait, guessing what's inside, feeling well, knowing something's inside. And after a while, the day arrives. The last hours, minutes, and seconds fly by. The timeless box opens. And you might or might not be there, but your gift certainly is. And whoever gets it feels alive, alive to keep moving again, through space and through time. Timeless box. Time travel for gifts in a box.
So, thank you. So this is it. This is the, as I told you, what's the story? The story is basically a constant. Is also an anti-gadget. I like this definition. Is an anti-gadget. I mean, gadgets are empowering tools, right? You have an iPhone, you can make many things. You buy a timeless box, you go home, look, I've bought a timeless box. Okay, what can you do with it? Wait. But after waiting, something very beautiful comes, a gift from summer in the middle of winter. I love this concept. So we went again for the PR. This was really like we wanted to earn lots of money building the product, but also we expected to earn service-based business for our agency, okay, which is very dangerous, mixing product-based with service-based business. I will talk about this later, but it's terribly, I've suffered a lot thanks to this decision. So that was nice, TechCrunch, but then came this, okay? You see this little guy? This is me. We went for a crowdfunding campaign, and it went very well. Well, very well. It went fine. And then we went under production. And I can tell you, it's terrible. Okay, we basically, the costs exploded, the timings were killed, and for me, 2014, the January, February have been, without any difference, the most difficult professional times of my life. I mean, I was just discussing with people. All the people that late in October had said, pero esto lo haremos, va bene, así, no? Sí. All this, sí, no. None of them was true. It's also of course, my responsibility. But, well, and then we arrived to a point on January, late March, April, where I had to talk to the founders and say, listen, you remember this box you bought 3 months ago? Because there were people that they had paid us for it. I don't have the box. I don't know when I will have it. Now, the only thing I can tell you is that I'm going to keep pushing for it. So I said, okay, this is going to be terrible. I'm going to lose all the money. So at least let's make it a little bit fun. So we decided, we're a things agency. Okay, we're going to send a song. So I have a past as a singer-songwriter when I was very young. So I recorded a song, I wrote the song, I made a video, and I sent a post song, update song, whatever, to all the founders. Now I want to ask for your help a little bit, okay? There is a part on the cross. If you can sing a little bit with me, it will help me, because it's a very personal thing, okay? So it's very simple. It's, the timeless box has come to be more timeless than we thought. Okay? 1, 2, 3. The timeless box has come. Thank you, Milano. This is like powerful. Come on. The timeless box. Okay. Keep the energy for the video. Okay? Let's go. The honest song. It starts. There we go.
Dear funders,
You have all the lyrics there. There is no excuse.
I know
It's late. I know we should already be right now delivering the timeless box you got a while ago, supporting our campaign on Indie. Go, go.
and I'm sorry to tell you the thing did not work well at all. Oh no, it actually got worse, much worse. And timings have increased and so have costs. The new providers have detected some big flaws in the designs of the first prototypes. And now, oh boy, the board has to be redesigned from scratch. And we are already in March.
Here he goes. The timeless box has come to be more timeless than we thought. You're gonna feel better if you sing it.
We're gonna keep
Fighting for it, but nothing's guaranteed. Now you can stay or you can leave. Whatever will be fine.
this timeless
Thank you song is for you. Sincerely, honest and smile.
I know it's sad we've spent so many days and nights
is the last
struggling to find the way to make it work. But sometimes life just happens to have different plans for us. And you've waited way too much. The timeless box has turned to be more timeless than we thought.
Now it goes again.
Gonna keep fighting for it, but nothing's guaranteed. You can stay or you can leave. Whatever will be fine. This timeless thank you song is for you. Sincerely, honest and smile.
So this is a song we sent to the 200 founders, okay? They had been waiting 3 months and they received this song with this little, it's like it never ends. Like the project. It's the same thing. Timeless. Okay, I'm running out of time, so let me jump to the last part. So what happened? What happened after this song? What can you imagine that happens when you're a baker of a project and a guy from Barcelona sends you this? Okay, I will tell you. 2 hours after the first message, we got an email from a Chinese guy that lives in Denmark. I am leaving. I want my money back, okay? 2 hours after, he was... But apart from this guy, we got 99... everyone said, I am staying. We even got, there is one message, that it's my favorite message. A guy, he sent an email saying, okay, listen, I am staying, and as long as you keep singing a song each month, I will wait whatever it takes, it's fine. And I was like, okay, thank you. I applaud this guy. He was like, my God. And we kept going. Although it's been very hard. And 2 months after this song, I really was facing much more problems, and I couldn't deliver. It went even worse. And then I just said, okay, I'm going to give back the money to everyone because I need 3 times the investment, and I'm going to keep doing it, but I cannot sleep knowing that I have the money of these people. And then 40% of the people answered back, and they said, okay, listen, no, we are not going to get the money. We were very happy because with Moleskine we made a special edition timeless notebook with the logotype. And then 40% of the bakers said, okay, give me 1 notebook, and I completely refuse to wait for the money. And just if one day you make it, which I hope I will, but I don't know when, I will get my timeless box with a discount code of what I've paid. So they were not even accepting, they were even accepting that the price will change. And that's amazing. That, personally speaking, really, another notebook, this has been for me like the project. I've been losing money for 1 year, okay? Wonderful business decision. But, well, I've learned a lot. This has been a master. And which is the situation right now? Well, we're fighting. We got a lot of media attention, it's true. Thanks to that, we started receiving proposals of people saying, okay, it's not the marketing department anymore that calls us, or if it's the marketing department, it's a very strategic one, and tells us, could you design us something to tell this story? So it might work. It might be fine, but it's not easy. It's not easy, as you can see here. You know Berg, Lille printer. The Lille printer, see? Nobody knows the Lille printer? Yes, it's a lovely product. And Berg London has stopped their business 2 weeks ago. And this is the most sad post I've ever read in their blog, saying this very beautiful thing. Thank you, fellow travelers, in your thousands. Behind the mountains, there are more mountains. Okay, that's a bit sad. Maybe one day I will write the same thing. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. So the thing is that 7 years from this SMS, I'm here. And behind my mountains, what have I found? Well, I found that it's true that the things agency concept can work. I've also learned something very important, that mixing service-based business with product-based, startup-based business is very dangerous. And you really have to take care, because what you need for one thing might help you on the other, but it also could kill. The way of working is very different. And of course, I've learned that when you approach a brand and you tell, listen, make a brand duct. Forget about all storytelling. Forget about blah, blah, blah. Get into they call it story doing, you know. Make things. Happiness Brussels is a very good example. She's just explained it. And to me, this is the biggest truth I've got. And concerning the mountains, and now this is the final thing that I'm gonna tell you before leaving, and that's why I have it written down here, the exact words. It's true that behind the mountains there are more mountains, but it's also true that behind one mountain there is shelter, there is bread, there is water, wine, party, pizza, clients, amazing clients, lovely briefings. Behind one mountain you will find this. So the more mountains we suffer climbing, the more chances we have to find the right one. So good luck and good climbing, e grazie mille. Ciao.